Hey there, everybody. How are we all doing today? Joe here, as you can tell, because it's me. I just wanted to do a quick announcement, and I decided because I'm a little bit behind on my videos right now, Thanksgiving being what it was, I would just kind of, in the words of Bill O'Reilly, F it, do it live. So that's what I'm doing. This is just going to be a quick announcement. So let me just go ahead and kind of get that out of the way, and then I'll just kind of do the whole live stream thing because it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've live streamed, so I can answer some questions and we can just kind of hang out. But let me just kind of get the announcement down the way first, and then you guys can, if that's all you're interested in, you can go on with your lives. So I decided to do a little fun thing. As you viewers of the channel might have noticed a couple weeks ago, I did this big, huge intro for the cloning video. It was more than an intro. It was most of the video. But I had some fun with that, and I'll be honest, that's the kind of thing I really enjoy doing, and I want to be doing it more on the channel. I've been saying that for a long time. It's just a bit of a stretch to be able to do that. Every time I do those, it just takes up a lot more time, which is why I'm a little bit behind on videos now. But anyway, so what I thought I would do, just to have a little bit of fun, and I hope you guys like this idea, is I decided to do what I'm calling IntroFest. IntroFest 2018. So basically what I've done is I've set up a page on the website. It's here, I'll put it up here. Boom. answerswithjoe.com/introfest. You can go there right now. And it's basically got 6 videos that have intros in them and little sketches. And you can take a look at them and vote. You can vote for your favorite video. You actually rank them is what you do at the end of it. Here, I can pull that up for you. Let me see here. Window capture. There we go. So yeah, it's just a page here on the website. Oh, let me get rid of that. There we go. So, and even these videos did not quite format right because that looks great. But anyway, no, you can just kind of scroll through here. You can take a look at these videos. All of these have intros on there, and then you get down here to the end, and you can rank them however you feel is your favorite. 1 being the best, 6 being the least. And just make sure when you get done that you scroll down to the bottom. For some reason, this did not format well, and you go down there to hit done, and then it'll register it. And then when once you guys have that all done and we have the results in, I may give it about a week or two. Then I will put it all together in a little bit of a fun little mini film festival that I'll do on the 27th. So that'll be the last video of the year, I believe. I don't think there's one after that. But yeah, it's just a fun thing, and I thought you guys might enjoy it. Please let me know what you think in the comments or whatever. And yeah, should be fun. So just there you go. That's the announcement. That is the full announcement. So go check it out. There is a link down in the description down below. If you're watching this after the fact, I'll put a little card up in the corner, with this corner right there ish, and you can click that and go to it. I don't think I can do that in the live stream, so there you go. But yeah, have fun. Hope you enjoy that. That is the extent of the announcement. I told you it was just a short little announcement. That's why I didn't want to do a video on top of the fact that I'm behind on things. I was like, am I going to put together a whole video just to announce this and then just, yeah. So that's why I decided to do a live stream. And from here, I can just jump into the comments. You guys can ask me questions. I'll hang out for about 15, 20 minutes or so, whatever. And if you have gotten what you wanted out of this and you don't care after the fact, then fine, go away. It's fine. So yeah, hit me up with some comments. John Garside says he thought there would be boobies. Why would you think there would be boobies? You don't want to see my boobies. They're not anything to look at. Havoc Maverick wants a ping pong table. Is this your Christmas list? Everybody get somebody get Havoc Maverick a ping pong table. The guy needs it so badly. Don't know why. Roberto Sabas, great idea. Gonna vote now. Cool. Have fun. Enda Murphy says, "Did you like my comment? And it's my birthday tomorrow." Well, I don't know if I saw your comment. So happy birthday though. Crouching Tiger Hidden Adam says, "Will you smile more in your intros?" Well, I smile more. If it fits, I don't know. Well, do I not smile enough for you guys? Don't know what that means. YT Surf says hello from India. Hey India, what's up? Siri Ariat says congrats on 1/3 of a million subs. Yeah, I just hit 333. That is pretty much exactly a third, isn't it? That's funny. Didn't think about it like that. Ted asked if I liked my Thanksgiving. Ted Crapf? Or just crap? Is the F silent? Whatever. Asked how my Thanksgiving was going. It went well. I went to go see my sister who lives in Boise. And by the way, I found out that Boise, Idaho, it's actually pronounced Boise, not Boise. And they had signs up everywhere that had like the face of a boy -C, not face of a boy /Z. I guess it's a big thing there. I'm kind of fascinated by the fact that a lot of places, they pronounce their names one way, but everybody outside of that place pronounces it a different way. Like Nevada. But anyway, no, that was a lot of fun. Hung out with my sister. We did a little bit of shopping, ate some food, chill. It was cool. Let's see. Oh, my friend Rebecca Williams says, "What's up? Hey, Rebecca, how are you? We need to hang out soon." Hello from New Zealand, and he says, "This is Bryce Thompson, says that my cloning intro was the best." Well, thank you. So go vote for it. It's on there. Thank you for that. Just Danielle says, "New subscriber and Patreon member. Love the info you put out there in the comedy." Thanks, Jess. Yeah, I saw you on Patreon. Thank you for that. And you left a tip. Thank you for that, too. It was so nice. I appreciate that. I'll put that toward a gift, Christmas present from somebody, which I have not gotten started on, even a little bit. But if you're looking for Christmas presents, commercialism, shameless plug. Yeah. T-shirts. I actually got some new T-shirts from Michael, who is the T-shirt designer in Prague. I've been wearing the same shirt literally for like 18 months. It's been forever. And this isn't his fault. I just never asked for any more. And I was finally like, I think people are not buying T-shirts anymore because I'm wearing the same ones. They're seeing the same shirts over and over again. So I got some new ones. You'll be seeing some new ones in the videos. I think these are really cool. I've got a closet right here in my office. It's an office, but it was a bedroom, so there's a closet. So I've got like all these T-shirts. I'm like Mr. Rogers. I realized the other day I was like, Mr. Rogers puts on his little cardigan before his show. Like I go pick out a T-shirt before every show. Anyway, I'm just like Mr. Rogers in so many ways. You get that all the time. Let's see. Dylan Buford says he discovered my channel 2 days ago. Now I've watched 25-ish of my videos. I've been interested in quantum mechanics, and thanks to your videos, I'm now thinking about minoring in quantum physics. Well, cool. That's awesome, dude. You'll learn a whole lot more than I know, that's for sure. I kind of wing it. I am not an expert in these things. I just have to always reiterate that. I am just a dude who finds it interesting, and I get a lot of stuff wrong, but if I pique somebody's curiosity enough for them to go and research it further, either online or actually studying it, then I feel like I've done my job. That's, and if I make people laugh, it's half entertainment and it's half facts and stuff. So if you had a laugh, good. If you had a laugh and then you go look further into it, good. If you had a laugh, look further into it, and then like make it a career and change the world in some way, that's what it's all about. So that's how I justify it all. So Ted just gave me 5. Thank you for that, sir. He says, "I just love your channel. Thanks for pronouncing my name spot on." So is it craft or crap? I hope it's craft for your sake. But I'll stick with that. But thank you for that. That was very nice. John Garside is sending me a Tide Pod. I've already had dinner. Thank you. So John Jettison asked, any comment on the Mars Insight lander? I've had a lot of people reaching out asking me to do a video on Insight, asking me if I was going to live stream it. And I'm just going to be flat out honest with you. I don't know why. I just wasn't interested in doing that. I wasn't interested in doing a video about it. I think just because there's so many of them out there right now. And I appreciate when people say, yeah, but we want to hear what you think about it. Well, what I think about it is it's awesome. What else is there to think about it? I don't know. I just felt like there wasn't any kind of unique spin that I could put on it that wasn't already out there. But I'm super excited that it landed. It's the first time that we've landed in since 2012, I think. And it's so complicated to land on Mars. You can never say they've nailed it at this point because we still got not the best track record all around in landing there. So actually, to put this out there, we recorded the podcast for our Ludicrous Future podcast with Tim and Ben. That I believe he just put it out maybe 30 minutes before I hopped on here. So it is out there now, today's video. And we do talk about Insight. So you get a little bit of it there. If you search Our Ludicrous Future in YouTube, it should come up there. But go check it out and subscribe if you haven't, because we're having a lot of fun with it. This was episode 11, and it's funny because we skipped last week because it was Thanksgiving. It was the day of Thanksgiving, and we came back today, and we were all just like, "Hey, it's been so long. I miss doing this." So we're enjoying it. It's fun. So, but we did talk about it there, so you can go check that out. I see Mind Hacking Happiness. Sean Webb. How you doing, sir? I need to respond to your email. Sean Webb is a guy who I did a video with him way back when. He's got a couple of books called Mind Hacking Happiness, and I believe that's his YouTube channel too. Go check it out. It's really cool stuff about how consciousness works and about how our brains work and how we can kind of get around the wiring in our brains to make ourselves better people, more well-adjusted, and happier. It's good to hear from you, Sean. I'm always glad to hear from you. Let's see what else we got here. Jaken Rondings. I'm sure I nailed that. Please do a video about stealth and invisibility and make it answers without Joe. Oh, I see what you did there. That's funny. Stealth and invisibility. That's one that hasn't been on the radar. Anybody else want to hear anything about that? Comment in the chat, and if we get enough people, I might write it down. Pineapple and Apple says she tried to explain one electron theory to one of her friends, and he actually got it, and he started looking more into it, so now it's just the two of us nerding out. Love my video. Oh, cool. That's cool. It's funny. Okay. I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent just really quickly. That's what I do. By the way, my dogs have decided to get really active, so if you start hearing jingling around, that's what it is. So, okay, I've had a lot of people ask me to talk about the electric universe theory. I get a lot of people asking me to do that. And I've not covered it. At this point, I'm not thinking I will, and here's why. This can always change. But right now, I'm thinking I won't, because I went and I did a little bit of research on it, and immediately, like just right off the bat, I found out, as I looked into it, this is one of those sort of conspiracy theory things. Like, it's not just that people believe this idea of the universe, it's that they think that everybody else in the world is lying about it. It seemed, and no offense to anybody who is into this, but what I saw was very flat earthery, and I just don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Now, the one electron universe theory is interesting because, again, it's sort of fringy. Feynman suggested it, but it's not proven by any means. It's just sort of an interesting thought. I'm all for interesting thoughts, don't get me wrong. And if it wasn't for the fact that people have gotten so weird and conspiratorial about electric universe, I would talk about it. But clearly, just looking at the comments and the things that people have put out there, this is one of those things where, like, I don't know. I just don't even want to be a part of it. I'm so tired of this whole conspiracy mindset that just because the scientific community hasn't fully embraced this thing, then they're all lying and they're all misleading, and it's people are just crazy about that kind of thing. So that's why I've avoided that one. Sorry, I know that was a bit of a tangent, but when you start talking about one electron universe theory, it's always kind of makes me go back to that. Like, we can talk about fun, interesting things. Man, I just did one on near-death experiences, for crying out loud, and I'm fine with that. But when people get so conspiratorial and just loopy about it, I'm like, I'm not interested. That's just me. So anyway, so Maddie L asked, have you ever considered doing a video on the ethics of bioengineering or any bioengineering projects? There are some interesting projects with goats and spider milk protein. There are, and there's also the story that just came out that some Chinese scientist apparently has done some gene editing on babies. I've gotten a lot of people reaching out about that. I think I do have that scheduled at some point. Actually, it's not really scheduled. It's more like just on a list somewhere. But yeah, no, that's on the plate. I will be talking about stuff like that. Absolutely. Let's see. Sleazy Slumpkin asks what microphone setup do I have? I can't get my microphone to be that clear ever. I must just be having a good day because usually it's not that clear. So I have, what is this? What is this microphone? It's a really popular one. It's fairly inexpensive. It's an MXL 9000, I want to say it's called. And it goes into a box called the Scarlett 2i2, which is red, hence Scarlett. And it's just got a couple of XLR cables that go in. So I've got this plugged into it, and I've got the receiver for my, you can see it, the receiver for my wireless mic. So this is what I actually use when I'm recording my regular videos. When I'm doing live streams or podcasts or whatever, I just use this one. This is a better mic. It's a condenser mic. Yeah, so I've got those both plugged in there. And one problem I'm running into when I'm recording my regular videos is, again, it's going through the wireless, but I have to remember to unplug this, because if I don't, I wind up recording through both of them, and it gets not an echo, but it's like when I'm sitting closer, I'm louder than when I'm further away, and it just causes problems, and people point it out to me, and I always forget to do that. I think I did that on the Monday video. Stupid, but anyway. Moving on. How's everybody doing, by the way? I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving if you're in the States and whatnot. Focusrite Scarlett, says Neff. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Good call. That's what I make. That's the sound I make when I don't know what to talk about. Sorry, I'm just kind of scrolling through some comments here. Anybody got a question or anything? I should do an overview of my backdrop decor, asks Vess Braun. I have somewhere. Do you hear how high my voice is going? Yeah, I'll give you a quick tour. So all of these right here, these are my Patreon supporters who are donating at the $20 and up level. And I'm super thankful for all these guys. And some of them have not been put up there yet. And I think some of these people have since left. So I need to kind of every once in a while go through and kind of rehash and clean all that out. Up there, obviously, I got some books. The Star Wars, this Luke Skywalker thing, there was a dude named Luke who contributed quite a bit through Patreon, so that's kind of honoring him. Typewriter, just because I'm a writer and I always have been, and that's just kind of a big part of who I am. So these two cubicles right here are, these are people who have donated in total more than $200 through Patreon. So all of these four right here are shouting out Patreon people, basically, on the bottom row. And I'm guessing my wife is home. Obviously, I got my nice little 100,000 subscriber reward up there. This is my picture of Albert Einstein and Charlie Chaplin, which I always felt was a good explanation of what my channel's all about. A little bit of humor, a little bit of science. So that's about all there is to the background. Hope you enjoyed that. Will I shout out Michael from Tennessee? Hey, Michael from Tennessee. How was that? Was that good for you? It was good for me. I really enjoyed that. Okay. Let's see. When am I going to put more comedy skits in my videos? Asks Andrew White. Well, okay. I was talking about that a little bit earlier. I would like to get to the point where I'm doing one every month. Like one of the Monday videos every month would have some kind of quick comedy sketch in it, even if it's just kind of basic. As I've said before, the problem with those is every time I do something different from my just regular doing stuff here and talking to you guys, it adds twice as much time to it, or 3 times as much in terms of editing and getting everything together. But I enjoy that. That's why I took the time to do that cloning video, even though I was really trying to get ahead on stuff for the holidays. It was really the worst possible time to do that video. But I did it because I had the idea and I wrote it down. I was like, I really like this. I've got to do it. So, but that's one of my big goals for 2019 is to do more of those and more like straight up short films. I've said this before. There's a short film I shot earlier this year. It still has not been edited yet. It's just, that's the danger of always having to put out content. You just don't get a chance to do that, which kind of sucks. Danny STO4 keeps asking me to do a David Icke video. I don't know who that is, but everybody else says he's an idiot. So Danny, you can stop asking. I've seen it. Thank you. Oh, V Terrible dropped me a little chat there. I appreciate that. Hey Joe, I really like your videos. Great job. I really like you. Great job. No, thank you for that. That's very nice. Appreciate it. Reusable Rocketeer asks, why Block 6, Block 5 going to be the end of the line? So that's the idea, is that their current version of the Block 5 or whatever is they're working on right now, it's that's going to be the last one because they want to transition over to BFR eventually. Or we talk about that in today's podcast too. They keep changing the name of it. Now it's the Super Heavy Lifter is the booster, and the Starship is the second stage on top. So they're not even going with BFR anymore. Can't keep up with this stuff. But that's my understanding, is they're going to start working more on that and kind of phase out Falcon 9 after a while. Anna Miriam asked if we can meet the dog. Well, you've probably seen the dog on a video before, but now she's downstairs probably harassing my wife. Savi Terrible asks, you'd like to see a video on humans, but from the perspective of aliens, how would they look at us? Oh, man, you have no idea how on the mark you are with that. Because I've got an idea I'm working on. Hopefully in the next couple of months, I'll put it out there. But it's a pretty great idea. I'm really excited about it. Can you see it on my face? I don't want to spoil it, but I've got something very much in line with that on the way. So you called it out. Somebody just asked me if I like fish sticks. Wow. South Park joke. Connor H asked if we can do a Dallas meetup. I should do that. I've done a couple just little things. The most that have ever shown up at a meetup has been 2 people, which is fine. I really enjoyed meeting them. No, that's not true. I had 3 at one. I've only done 2 so far. One, I think, had 3 show up. One had 2 show up. But I don't know. I don't know if I could get it's a weird thing, the meetup thing. I'm brand new to it. I like the idea of it. Every time I've done one and I've met people, it's really cool to actually see your faces, like you see my face all the time, but you're behind I got to see your names. The problem is I never know how many people are going to show up. I never know where would be a good place to do it. Just go hang out at a bar would be fine, but what if a whole bunch of people actually show up? Well, what do you do there? I don't know. So I've actually talked to some other YouTubers. It's how do you handle meetups? Because it is something I want to do. I also like the idea of eventually doing live, talks, live stand-up. I wouldn't say stand-up, but live performances. Actually doing Answers with Joe live, for an audience kind of thing. I don't know if I'm at the point where enough people would show up to make that justifiable. But I like the idea of doing that. That's just on the horizon, I guess. Tracy Neural says the Dallas meetup would come with test drives of the Model 3. Only if you use my referral code. Sure, why not? Erica VO says, hi, Joe. Your videos are great. Thanks for the great content. Thank you for that. Seeing a lot of females in the chat today. That's unusual. I mean, it's great. This is usually a giant sausage fest, so it's good to see you guys. Let's see who we got. Recommended YouTube science channels. So I'll give a quick shout out to the group that I'm a part of. I never know what to call them because it's not a multi-channel network. It's not an MCN, but they rep me basically to get sponsorships and stuff. But there's the group's called Standard Broadcast. If you go to standard.tv, you can see all of the channels that are on there. And I mean, every channel that I really like is on there. Isaac Arthur's on there. Real Engineering is on there. SciShow is on there. Windover is on there. I mean, all of these, Half is Interesting. I could keep going. There's dozens of them. Some of the biggest science and educational YouTubers out there. So I can shout out any of them, but it would be just quicker to just send you there. So if you go to standard.tv and go and check out everybody that's in that group, you will find your next favorite YouTube channel. I promise. They're amazing. That's one of the coolest things, that I actually get to go on a Slack channel and talk to these guys and actually hear their thoughts. And that's just what world am I living in? It's so weird. There's a Joe Scott in the top chat. Hello from North Carolina coast. There's a North Carolina Joe out there. How you doing, man? Robert Riddlestone asked if I would like to go to space. I would. I very much would. If say the Blue Origin new Shepard, if they ever finally got that like going on a regular basis and it was proven safe, and yeah, I would love to do that. I know that they're selling tickets for like $100,000, $200,000, so it would have to be a gift. But no, I think I would love to do that totally. Oh, here comes Zozo. Come here. People want to see you. Okay, so there's Zoe. She's all excited. She's like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this to me?" Yes. Oh, did I pick you up? Were you too busy running around? Okay, there you go. You said hi to everybody. I know. I'm sunk with that dog. Let's see what else we got. Let me answer a couple more, and then we'll kind of cut this off and let everybody get on with their day. I've already made the announcement I need. Tynan Hillwood. Hi, Joe. Really love and appreciate your videos. Thank you for that. What do you think about the Tokyo 2020 and its increased focus on innovative tech? Oh my God. You know what? I think I read an article about that a long time ago, and I've forgotten everything about it. So the name rings a bell. I would have to look into it and get back to you. Sorry, that's a terrible answer. But Kyle Goddard. I think I've seen your name before. What would you do with a sudden fortune? Best tube. I guess you're saying, well, okay. Well, thank you for that. What would I do with a sudden fortune? Oh, gosh. I would be the best rich person of all time. I'm just saying. Here's what I would do with a sudden fortune. I would invest in charging infrastructure. I keep saying this, like if I had the money to start up a new company right now, it would be a company that goes around and sets up charging stations for apartment buildings and office buildings and parking garages, and just get a charging station in every single parking lot in the world. Like I really feel like people do not appreciate how fast the EV transition is going to happen. I've done videos about this, but even since I've done those videos, like they're almost out of date because so many manufacturers are now finally getting on the EV thing. It's insane. This just happened. GM discontinued the Volt, which was their plug-in hybrid, to focus on the Bolt and their electric cars. Unfortunately, this restructuring came with getting rid of 5 plants and like 15,000 jobs. Trump got really upset about that, and that's a whole other thing. I won't get into that. But Volkswagen, I think, has something like 10 or 15 EV models coming out in the next 5 years. Volvo is going to go completely electric in the next, I think by 2024, 25. So this is going to happen so fast. And the EV charging infrastructure is, I mean, it's actually okay for what we have right now, but as these new cars start showing up and more people start driving them, you know, I kind of go back and forth with Ben on this. You know, yes, most people charge their cars at home, but some people don't have that. Some people park on the street. Some people live in apartment complexes. Some people don't have garages where they can charge all the time. And probably some of those people would enjoy having an electric car. And once the cost of electric start getting down around 20,000, and once the infrastructure is up and available to where like any apartment building or hotel has a charging station where anybody could charge up overnight or whatever, that's where everything's going to start going in the direction. And so anyway, what I'm saying is there's going to be a gold rush, I think, for charging infrastructure. And so if I had a lot of money, that's what I would be doing. I would start that up. Anyway, that was a long rant. Let's see. Raj Luthra is calling out Fraser Kane and Paul Sutter that are good YouTube channels to watch. Absolutely. Fraser is a good friend of mine. Well, we're friends. I like Fraser. He's a good guy. Oh, and I don't know if I talked about this on my TMI channel, but it's over there. I'd go grab it. But Fraser and Universe Today just really released a book that is gorgeous. It's definitely worth checking out. And if he's watching, Fraser, man, he nailed it. Such a great book. Ben Whitfield said, what about Joe on location? You can visit test sites, labs, space stations. Yes, that's something else that I want to do in 2019. In fact, there's a place nearby that I just found out about that is really interesting Don't want to spoil it by giving it away too much, but no, that's something I definitely want to do in the next year is actually like get out from behind this desk and go places and interview people and talk about stuff. All right, let's do one more and let's wrap this puppy up. Okay, who's gonna give me something cool? I'm waiting for a good question. I'll scroll up a little bit. Okay, so Shouting Hensel asked for a video on lesser known green energy solutions such as biomass. I've done a video on that before, so you can go check that out. I won't count that one. Let's see. All right, so so Tracy Norrell asked if I can recap IntroFest 2018. Some of you missed the announcement. Okay, so that's a good place to wrap stuff up. IntroFest 2018 is basically I have a website put up, and you can see it right down there. That's what that is. That page, you go there. I have 6 videos that have little intro sketches that I'm so famous for. And the IntroFest is basically I'm asking you guys to go to that page, take a look at the videos, vote for your favorite at the little survey at the bottom. Make sure and scroll down and hit done, or it won't count. And on the 27th, that would be the last video this year, I'm going to do a little like mini film festival kind of thing where I count down the top videos that you guys picked for the intro sketches. So that's all. That's what it is. Shouldn't even call it a fest, but it's a thing. I hope you guys enjoy it. But with that, that's probably okay. So Elijah Pepper just asked for that with a little super chat. I appreciate that. That's probably a good place for me to wrap up. So go check it out. answerswithjoe.com/introfest and pick your favorite videos, and we'll have fun on the 27th. I will have regular Random Thursday videos coming up next Thursday, obviously for Monday as well. So I'm kind of getting back in the groove, and everything should be good from this point forward. But anyway, appreciate you guys hanging out, and I appreciate you spending your time with me. If you watch this after the fact the whole way through, wow, you're an amazing guy. But I'll wrap this up now. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week and a good weekend, and we'll catch up later. All right. Love you guys. Take care.